In the quiet town of Roswell, New Mexico, in the summer of 1947, something extraordinary happened, an event that would ignite the imaginations of millions and become one of the most enduring mysteries in modern history. The story of the Roswell UFO incident is not just a tale of a crashed object. It's a complex narrative filled with intrigue, government secrecy, and a search for the truth that spans decades. This documentary will take you deep into the heart of the Roswell incident, unraveling the details, examining the theories, and exploring the impact of this mysterious event on society and science. Before we dive into the story, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share this documentary with others who are as intrigued by the mysteries of the universe as you are. Let's embark on this journey together to uncover the truth behind the Roswell UFO incident. The year was 1947, and the world was still reeling from the aftermath of World War II. The Cold War was just beginning to take shape, and with it came an atmosphere of suspicion and fear. In the small town of Roswell, New Mexico, life was as normal as it could be. Roswell was primarily known for its military base, the Roswell Army Airfield, RAAF, home to the 509th Bomb Group, the only unit in the world equipped with nuclear weapons at the time. But on the evening of July 2, 1947, something happened that would forever change the town's quiet reputation. It was a typical summer night when residents of Roswell reported seeing strange lights in the sky. Some described them as bright, pulsating orbs, while others claimed they saw something moving erratically, as if out of control. The following day, a rancher named Mac Brazel made a startling discovery on his property, located about 75 miles north of Roswell. Scattered across the ground were pieces of strange debris, unlike anything Brazel had ever seen before. The material was light, almost like foil, yet incredibly tough and resistant to damage. There were also strange symbols etched into some of the pieces, symbols that Brazel couldn't recognize. Perplexed by his discovery, Brazel gathered some of the debris and took it to the local sheriff, George Wilcox. Wilcox, equally baffled, contacted officials at the Roswell Army Airfield. Before long, the military had cordoned off the area and seized all of the debris. On July 8, 1947, the Roswell Army Airfield issued a press release that stunned the world. They had recovered a flying disc. The announcement made headlines across the nation, fueling widespread speculation about the existence of extraterrestrial life. However, just a day later, the military retracted the statement, claiming that the debris was actually from a weather balloon that had crashed. This abrupt change in the story only fueled more speculation. Why had the military initially claimed they had found a flying saucer, only to backtrack so quickly? What was it about the debris that had led them to make such a bold statement in the first place? And why was the area so heavily guarded after the incident? The official explanation, that the debris was from a weather balloon, did little to quell the growing public curiosity. Many in Roswell, including some who had seen the debris firsthand, were convinced that the military was hiding something. Over the years, this belief only grew stronger, as witnesses began to come forward with their accounts of what they had seen. Major Jesse Marcel, an intelligence officer at the Roswell base, was one of the first to express doubts about the weather balloon story. In interviews conducted decades later, Marcel revealed that the debris he had handled was unlike anything he had ever seen. It was not from any weather balloon or aircraft known at the time, he insisted. Marcel's statements reignited interest in the Roswell incident and laid the groundwork for a series of investigations that would span decades. As the years passed, more and more witnesses came forward with their own stories about what happened in Roswell in 1947. Some claimed to have seen alien bodies at the crash site, while others reported being intimidated by military personnel into staying silent about what they had seen. One of the most compelling accounts came from Glenn Dennis, a local mortician. Dennis claimed that he had been contacted by the Roswell base and asked to supply child-sized coffins, a request that seemed highly unusual at the time. Later, he was approached by a nurse who confided in him that she had seen small, humanoid bodies at the base, bodies that were not of this earth. These testimonies, while often dismissed by skeptics, added to the growing body of evidence suggesting that something far more significant than a weather balloon had crashed near Roswell. In the 1980s, a new twist in the Roswell story emerged with the revelation of documents purportedly belonging to a secret government group known as Majestic 12. According to these documents, Majestic 12 was a top-secret committee formed by President Harry S. Truman to investigate UFOs and other extraterrestrial phenomena. The documents claimed that the Roswell incident involved the crash of an extraterrestrial spacecraft and that the government had covered it up to avoid widespread panic. While the authenticity of the Majestic 12 documents has been hotly debated, they have nevertheless become a central part of the Roswell narrative. Many UFO researchers believe that these documents, whether real or fake, point to a deliberate effort by the government to conceal the truth about Roswell.